Hey,
Hey,
what's up, guys? Super happy to be on again. We we we're
I
having a
think
little bit of internet connection problems, so just bear with us a little bit.
yeah,
The weather
I
has
think
been crazy.
I think if you spelled something right, that's one of the signs that it's going to snow.
Chris, that's probably true. I cannot spell anything right, especially when I'm trying to type like a professional. I'm out.
Yeah, don't bother. That's uh. So we were talking about what we're gonna showcase this week, and we were going to have a guest, but unfortunately they fell severely injured or ill, and they were in the hospital and couldn't be with us.
Yeah, if you could say a prayer for Dan Gark from Thumpum Rigs, that would be phenomenal, guys.
Yeah. But we had these videos, and I wanted to show the one first. Get your thoughts on it. So
So,
let's.
Chris, tonight's topic, let's go over topic quick before you show, is uh, we went through and we ripped apart, not want to say ripped apart, but kind of read through Field and Stream and other places on their top 5 reasons you miss. So tonight
I did this wrong.
we did this wrong. Share.
No, that's just me. My bad.
I'll bring you that one.
What? I thought it was.
I think it's time to go.
Reasons why you shit yourself, and that was
Yeah.
that wasn't it. That's not what we were doing. So now, give me your 3 best guesses. What you think that is? I was going with mother-in-law or a dying bear.
I'm going with Bobcat, Sasquatch, or my ex-wife.
See, that's
Yeah,
it
it would have been a little more complaining involved in it, but it would have been somewhere around there.
It was so close to her. Yeah, I don't know how I missed that. Hey, speaking of missing, that is definitely the topic for this week.
On a serious level, before I have to ask guys, what would you do if you heard that sound in the woods? Like, what would you do if you listen to that guy in that video Chris played? He says, "Time to go." So, what would you do in that? I don't know. I think I'd be time to go myself. I'm not gonna lie. I would be. It's time to go. But so on this one here, we have Delta Waterfowl. We went through their website and we pulled up 5 reasons you're missing ducks. So, you can go through and you can really dig this apart. We're not going to dig this apart, but I'm going to put my glasses back on because I send it to Chris and I can't read once they're not on. So,
Here,
all right. So, Chris, what's number 1?
Well, this is the one that I would say many of us do, is rushing the shot. It's simple. We shoot before we're ready. Now, if you remember that pheasant video that you had of yourself,
yes,
it was clear. We could actually slow it down, and we watched where the wad was, and it would always be like a half second behind it. So again, it was just a simple thing of nerves and pulling the trigger before it was ready. And
thanks for reminding me how horrible that shot was. I appreciate that.
We all miss. I did it I missed that doe this year at like 30 yards. But I mean, unfortunately, I don't have that video anymore because I think God deleted it for me.
Yeah. Oh, he has his ways.
Even he was too embarrassed of me on that day.
I don't know about that, but
he's like, I should not have made this guy.
So what I liked about their website, Chris, was if you go through, like here, rushing the shot, do you frequently miss your first shot before getting on target with your second? So, I mean, that's a key symptom of rushing a shot. I like that. It kind of broke it down into a question you can ask yourself. And I like that my camera just fell off the thing.
Lord Jesus, I can't take you anywhere.
I had it stuck to the wall and it came off the wall, so then I rigged it, and guys, my rig just broke. I don't even know how that just fell, forgive me.
We are definitely having technical issues today.
Yeah, now it's flashing and blinking. You probably broke it. So here's another one. Chris, go ahead, read down.
What is aiming the barrel?
So again, that's why I like it. It kind of throws it down for you. If you were throwing a football to running receiver, you'd look at the receiver, not the tip of the football. If you were pointing your finger at a passing car, you'd look at the car, not the tip.
Right.
You aren't actively aiming at the target in either endeavor, but rather relying on instinct and your brain's subconscious calculations. That's exactly how you shoot a gun.
And this, believe it or not, this is how I do a lot of shooting. If I take the time when I'm bird hunting, if I take that time and I aim it carefully and I pause, I'll miss more than anything. If I let instinct take over, I don't miss. It's just bang, bang, bang. It's just the strangest thing. If I think it, I overthink it is what I do.
Yeah. Oh, that's honestly, Chris, that's usually my number one reason for missing. So this is duck hunting. Everybody remember that just talking about duck hunting.
Yeah. And ducks are fast. They're.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Especially depending on what duck you got. Wood ducks are like when they're landing. Yeah. I just throw a grenade. I don't even try shooting anymore.
Well, that's the only thing. Yeah. That's how I fish. That's how I do it a lot.
Yeah. Just dynamite.
Yeah.
So again, that was just focused.
To the Game Commission, I don't actually do that. That you need to know.
Yes, it was a joke. Focus your eyes on a duck with both eyes open, never glancing at your barrel or shotgun bead, which Yep. Isn't that amazing?
No. Both eyes open?
Oh, that's messed up, Chris. You only got one eye. That's a shot at you. We're gonna have to call these guys.
If I were a liberal, I'd take that personally.
You like how I did that? That's a shot at you.
Yeah, I was gonna kick you in the dick later, but
yeah. Oh, whoa! He used that word. All right, so duck hunting. This is one, Chris, I like. Go ahead.
This is one I didn't get.
No.
Yeah. So why shouldn't you use a larger shot if you're used to shooting it?
Apologize. I'm a big.
Now,
well,
they did
so
say
you get less. Okay, you got less BBs with bigger shot.
Right.
So your chances of with the bigger shot end up decreasing. So that's the theory that I'm getting from what I read.
Okay. And they do mention lead, steel, because we got to use steel here.
Yeah.
Now, can we use? My brain is freezing this weekend. It starts with a T.
Tungsten.
Can we use that here?
Yeah, that's tungsten steel. We can use tungsten.
Steel.
Yep.
And that's lighter. But it apparently it hits harder.
Yes. Well, I think, no matter what shell you use, everybody has their own preference. Tungsten steel by far is a great one for waterfowl. The issue is it's very expensive, right? So that's
God. It's like $60 a box or some crap. Screw that. I'll stick with regular freaking fast steel for that.
And this one for ducks, guys, doesn't just go for ducks. It also goes for any kind of birds. We actually pulled a pheasant one up just so you could compare them. But, here, I like this one. Neglecting to pattern your weapon or your shells. So if you shoot a full choke, some people rather an extra full choke right after you pattern. So some people say, well, that's too tight. Then they go to the full choke. Some rather improve cylinder. I mean, some guys rather not shoot 60 yards. They'd rather shoot 40 with the big pattern.
Yeah.
So, that's all in your preference of what you're doing. But I agree with neglecting the pattern is a big deal in this.
And I like how they list a bunch of different reasons why you're missing. But one of the things I would, only because we grew up with it, and I can't say the same for everybody. One of the things I think would really help people with getting their shots correct in the summer or on the off seasons, do the trap shoots. Throw some clay pigeons up. That'll help you practice a lot.
I love shooting clay pigeons.
I like clay pigeons, but it's hard to gut them.
Well, it makes it tough, but most time they shatter anyway, and I can't eat them anyway.
Well, yeah, they're.
But I agree. We stress that a lot. Practice makes perfect, right? So there's 70% of your beads you want in your target. So that's a big one. So sloppy mounting the gun. I read that one and I was like, wow, I don't know if I agree with that, just because some people are different. Like everybody's different with how you do it. I could think your way is sloppy, but it could be the greatest way I shoot. So I get it. I understand it, but I'm saying that I think everybody's technique is different.
To me, this one came off with just like with bow hunting, right? How some people will put their thumb there, some people will put the little eye there, or put it back here. I couldn't see that one as sloppy so much as where do you prefer to have it?
Right.
But again, I'm half retarded, so.
Well, I agree with you, Chris. I think that when it comes to shooting at waterfowl or any other bird, I think everybody holds a shotgun differently.
Yep.
I think we all put it in our shoulder, but I think our comfort zone is always different. I think our technique is always different. So I get where they're at. I'm not saying I disagree. However, I am saying that I just think it needs to be thought through a little more.
Now, and this goes for everybody. Please, dear God, tell us what you think. And we'll get to the videos in a minute.
And guys, chime in here. At any point, everybody chime in. I have no issue with any of it. None of us do.
But do you think that some people, when they're doing this, right, when they're following ducks, birds, geese, I don't care what it is, they, instead of doing the follow through, they stop, and that stopping before pulling the trigger is actually what can make you miss.
I have to
pull the trigger on the follow through.
So Pop and Dad always taught us when we fire, it's pump, continue to move, pump, continue to move.
Yeah, don't stop.
Stay ahead of your target at all times.
Yeah.
Now, when I say that and then tell you I still miss, I don't like it. And I tell you that when I have a semi-automatic, I think that works great. I love that the semi you can shoot quick, but I also hate that when I still miss. It's a lot of shells fired.
I've never had a semi-auto shotgun, but
I have a couple of them.
I'd like to try. I'd like to try one day. But
they're fun.
Yeah.
So we have, guys, before we go in to show you a couple videos that we pulled out, we figured we'd go over to Pheasants Forever's one. So Pheasants Forever has their own. Again, this is on shooting pheasants.
Yep.
But it still comes into bird hunting. So stay on here, you guys. I see there's a lot of viewers. We want you to stay on. We keep throwing up. I can't spell. We want you to join in here. We're just going over a couple things, and we'll show some videos that go with it.
Yeah, we'll make these quick, then we'll get to the videos. Yeah. We just want to give a good foundation. So, the crosser, right to left. This shows you different. What do they say? I didn't get to read this one. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so this is different methods. Some people are weak to one side versus the other. Some people are strong to one side versus the other. So that's the theory behind what it is.
Okay.
Okay, so this is the crosser. The right to left crosser. For a right-hand shooter, opposite for a lefty. Is a common shot in quail and pheasant hunting. It occurs at various ranges depending on situation and terrain. Okay, so why we miss? Poor vision and chasing from behind are primary culprits here. It happens because shooters tend to look straight down the barrel. Now, here's one that matches, Chris. Straight down the barrel, while the proper methods look across the barrel and visualize it like this. As bird travels right to left, the gun should be in front of the bird, while the eye should be on the bird. So, exactly as the other one said. That's why I wanted to share some of these, because they are almost exactly the same.
And that's what I liked about this one. When I was checking it out real quick, is that this is the way I prefer it, is that, trail them down like skeet shooting, right? Blue rocks. and it really is that you have to know that you have to be just that little bit in front when you pull the trigger, so your barrel's already in front because it's off to your side. So when you see it in, you just pop it, and it takes so much practice. None of this is going to come overnight for most people. Some people are savants and can get it easily, but it's going to take a lot of practice and keep after it. I mean, seriously. Oh yeah,
I like the fix for that one, Chris. Did you see the fix for that? Remember, it's difficult to miss in front, but easy to miss behind. So basically, no matter what, just stay in front of that. So
yeah. Even if you're a little too far ahead, you're gonna hit something. And now if you're a mile and a half ahead, you're never gonna hit it. No, but if you're just a little bit ahead, you may not hit with every BB like you would normally, but you have a good chance of hitting something. This is what we said it before. Skeet, sporting clays, the cross shots, the rabbits. I like the rabbit shots too, where they roll them on the ground.
I love the rabbit ones. I break a lot of them, but I love them.
Yeah, unfortunately it does. But
so the incoming overhead shot. Okay, pheasant hunters encounter the incoming straight overhead shot when blocking a field in a group hunting situation. Typically, the bird is traveling quickly, and it may be as much as 30 yards over your head. Why we miss? Okay. We need to see the bird above the barrel in order to shoot it. So it basically is coming back to the same. Again, the reason we shared pheasant and duck is so you guys see the similarities in what everybody's saying. Okay. So the fix, making this shot depends somewhat on the angle. If the bird is coming directly overhead, which is rare, use the old method of butt, belly, beak. Swing the gun through the bird from behind. So there you go. I mean,
I'd say this is my worst when it's coming up and you got to go.
I like when they're coming at me. I hate when they're over my head.
Yeah.
They're straight out or straight at me, I'm all in. It's when they go over your head, then you're like, oh, crap. I shot a couple crows last year over my head. It was a blast.
Literally.
Yeah, literally. Yeah, I got them too.
I've never hunted quail. Because they mentioned quail in here.
I want to buy some and put them out.
Yeah.
Love you. So the straightaway.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a shot we were talking about flying straight away from you.
Yeah.
Same thing, guys. Just put the bead out in front of the bird. Chris, I don't know if you noticed, but we had like 8 viewers and they're all gone.
Well, they're waiting for the videos, and I get it. And so maybe we'll skip the next couple and we'll just go right to the video.
Oh no, we'll just touch base quick. So same thing, beat in front of the bird. Remember to stay in front of the bird.
Yeah, my what was I gonna say? My thing with this one is this again, me being a Cyclops, it's one where I'm gonna miss more this way because when it's straight on, I don't have the depth perception.
You don't have the visual perception.
And it's so much easier if that bird, when it's straight on, if it veers to the left or to the right a little bit and you're not prepared for it when you take that shot, that's one way that a lot of people miss that straight shot is because of what do you call it? It just takes a turn you weren't expecting. That's nothing against you. It's just the way things happen. If I'm reading what they're saying right. Again, I admit I didn't get to read this article myself.
Like I said, if you read all these, they're just calling different shot angles, but it all comes down to the same thing, Chris. It all comes down to, sorry, I got a new chair and this thing wants to lean back on me. So it comes down to keeping a bead in front of the bird and staying ahead.
Yeah. Now this 180, the 180 spin shot, I don't like people doing when they're out in the field, especially if there's a bunch of people around. Because if you're doing that 180 quick spin, you're not focused on the other hunters around you, and your only concern is the bird. This one I never liked. I never liked this one.
See, I always say it depends who you're hunting with and where you're at. That's always just be aware of your surroundings and what you're doing.
Yeah, but you also remember last year you guys got shot at.
Yeah, I was shot at last year. I was actually shot years ago.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I get it.
Not everybody is as careful.
Good news is, though, I still ain't scared.
Well, I mean,
This is how you gonna quit hunting because somebody shot at me, unless it's a rifle and they take my legs off. Then I got to find a new way to hunt.
Well, I saw that guy on the hover round hunting last year. No, I'm lying to you. I don't think it was last year. I think it was the year before. He had the oxygen tank with the tube. He had a rifle on his lap, and he was using the hover round going up the path. I'm like, you go for it, brother. I stopped and talked to him for a while. He was a nice guy.
I don't blame you. You support them guys. Them guys are awesome when they're doing that stuff.
Hell yeah. Hails to the easy. So anyway, deer missing. Again, it's going to be the same kind of things.
Actually, deer missing I like because misjudging your target. Now, with misjudging your target, it means misjudging your distance, misjudging your angle, and I thought that was a really good one.
And that's what I did this year was when you stood out there, I said, I think it's about like 25 yards, but you're like, no, it's like 35. So I was using the wrong pin. So
and it's easy to do, especially with a bow.
Absolutely. And if you're using a rangefinder and that rangefinder happens to hit a little baby branch in between you and the target, that can actually mess up your plate. Because I like to range it before I see anything. Because then I know,
absolutely. I'm the
this
same
is
way.
25, this is 30, I don't go over 35. But
Yep, I'm exactly the same. I like to range, but I do notice that, like this year, I hunted cliffs I never did before, and that rangefinder downhill really changes distance. Like it looks like 30, but it says 50. So
yeah. And then shooting uphill is a trip when you do it the first time because you don't realize how much you have to aim high for that. Sorry,
No, you're good. I agree 100%. This is one, Chris, that listen. I found myself doing this. But if this one surprised me, this is one I really wanted to share. Do you realize most flinching, if you read this article, comes from the noise, not from the gun? They say if you read this article, it says if you wear earplugs or earmuffs while hunting or shooting, you eliminate over half of your flinching. So it's crazy, isn't it? Like I would have never thought. I always thought it was from recoil or whatever, but they're saying it's from the noise. You know, it's going to make a loud bang, so you start to you already start to flinch before it happens.
Huh. The bang never bothered me, but I can see why some people might need the noise canceling earplugs or the muff or whatever. But yeah. That's kind of neat.
Yep, I spent a lot of time reading this article. I really liked this one.
Oh, that's a cool. Tell me that's not a cool picture.
Oh yeah, that's why I said I really enjoyed this one.
Sorry, I shouldn't.
No, you're good. I'm just yeah. So there's a big one, buck fever, right? So we all get where.
Anybody get it before? Yeah.
Now here's a question: how many of you guys? I know there's people watching. How many of you guys get buck fever and it's only 3 on one side, or a small scrub 6, or a doe? Because I want you to know, I get buck fever for every deer I see. Because when that excitement leaves my body, I might as well quit hunting. Right? Like I'm not like this, like buck fever in the sense of this, but I mean I call buck fever excitement. That's your, oh my God, this is awesome. I can't wait. That. So I get excited no matter what it is.
Yeah. Yeah, I know it happens to me. Like you said, when I saw all of them this year, it's always the same. It's always excitement, whether I'm going to shoot or not. It's you just enjoy seeing it. You're like, oh my God, I can't believe I found one. Look, there it is.
It's amazing, and it's just a feeling that you're overcome with.
For me, it's not even about I'm going to kill this thing. It's, oh my God, I'm seeing this thing. Like I saw a fisher. I didn't know what a fisher was, but it was so cool to see this giant cat-looking, weasel-looking thing running around the freaking woods. I think I sent you the video of it last year, and I'm like,
I thought your kids are fishers.
Huh?
I thought your kids are fishers.
I'm going to get my gun. Hold on. But you know what I mean.
Oh, yeah, you do. It's cool, especially when you see like a bear, something you don't always see. You're like, oh my God, this is so awesome.
Yeah. Not so good when they're like, charging at you, but
Yeah, that's never good.
Yeah.
Trigger pull, Chris, is probably my biggest problem.
Really?
Yep. I went to these new guns with these AccuTriggers, and I don't know how to use them, and I hate them. I have this bad habit of giving the trigger a quick instead of caressing the trigger.
Okay.
I actually hate the AccuTrigger. But I think trigger pull is probably my two biggest misses, and I'm going to tell you mine before we go to pictures, and you can tell yours, Chris, is I think mine is trigger pull, and I think mine is rush.
Yeah.
I get moments where I'm like, man, I got to take a shot. If I don't get a shot now, I'm done. And then I forget, and then I get caught up in what I'm doing.
I think those two come into play. We get so nervous or we get excited, and then we'll do that where we'll shoot and then want a quick look and see where it's going. But we move the gun away before the shot's over, and then that can send it off a little bit. I think it's a lot of a combination of a bunch of these. Now there is one. I don't know if you remember Billy Goat Hollow as well.
Yep.
Okay, in Billy Goat Hollow, that was our Pap's old place. He had a porch, and it was a hunting spot. And I asked him, I said, "Can I sit on the porch and hunt?" He goes, "Yeah." So I'm sitting on this porch, and what comes over the top of the ridge but this giant 10 maybe, and I had a full magazine. Okay, keep in mind it was full, plus I had extra rounds with me. I shot every bullet out of that thing, missed every one, and then it walked closer, and then I shot like 3 more, and then it just walked away. I don't know why I missed on that, because we didn't have video back then.
Buck fever.
That's what I was going to say, yeah. I was so nervous about wanting to see where this thing was going that as I was shooting, I was pulling down, because then when once or twice, you could see it hitting under it. Yeah.
So that's one thing I was always taught, and I don't know if anybody else was taught this, but one thing I was always taught was when you shoot through that scope, crossbow, bow, does sight of bow, compound, whatever, never take your eyes off of the target through that sight. So I was something I was taught years and years ago. And I know me lately, I've been struggling with that. I don't know why. I've been having a hard time with keeping myself focused on what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Archery hunting with Bo Mad, dude, listen, I get it. We've been there. We've all been there. I mean, there's nothing. You share every video you got, man. That's what you do. You be proud of what you're doing, and you be excited about that.
Also, if what do you call it? If the scope's ring is too small at the back, I have a real hard time with that. Just from the Cyclops.
I think that's because you kind of shoot opposite eye, right?
I have to, yeah.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Though you shoot opposite eye, so it makes it tough.
All right, so let's take a look at this one. And why do you think I'm going to mute it? Yep, good, it's muted. And you tell me why you think they missed. Okay, and that's for everybody.
If you guys can blow your screen up, blow it up, because we're going to show you some videos now, and we want your opinion on why you think people missed.
Don't literally blow it up like with an M80.
So this video, wait, this video,
great.
Yeah, this video doesn't actually show you the miss, guys. I just remembered this video. Oh. This video, this video I wanted you to show first because it actually shows. Go ahead, Chris.
Right here, watch here. Watch. You could see it go right through here.
So this video, I had a few questions. The hashtag in this video was, this man missed a giant buck at 47.5 yards. So the question I have for the viewers is, who shoots their compound bow in the woods at 47.5 yards? I'm not judging. I'm just curious how many guys shoot that distance. I shoot a crossbow and a compound, and I have a 35 yard max. there's too many things that can happen, too many mistakes. I crippled two this year. I'm not proud of it. Within that range. See, I was always taught to shoot with both eyes open. So there's a great one.
I try. I mean, it doesn't work. You know.
So I had that question. I want to know how many of you guys actually shoot at a far distance with your bow. So, and what your max yardage is. So this video was partially that. It doesn't really have to do with missing. The part that has to do with missing of this video is, guys, watch this guy's face at the end of this video. One of the other hashtag is the face you make when you miss. If this face doesn't scream every archery hunter out there that misses, I make that face if I miss a doe. He's about ready to cry. Look.
Yeah.
There it is. We've all been there, man. That's a face I've been there for a million times. So especially as I was younger, growing up and learning. Oh, my God. Thank you, Mike. I appreciate it. That's me. I don't shoot over 35 yards, crossbow or compound.
Yeah. Yeah, and I mean, I do notice a lot of people, like when we watched Jazzveer's shots, like you could see him shaking and the bow was actually twisting in their hands. Say you saw some of it here, but how do you stop that though? Like, how do you stop that shake? Because that's
they say a stabilizer with a compound. They say the better the heavier the stabilizer, the more you learn to stay steady.
Really?
Yep, longer and heavier. That's what they say.
That's what you're. Never mind.
Look at his face there, Christopher. So that video was more just to see what your yardage is because I know what he shot. I won't shoot past 30, 35 yards with a bow in the woods. See, I agree with you. That's what I'm saying. Most opportunities are under 30 yards, but at anything over 35, there are so many opportunities. You can hit a limb. You can, all those things can happen, deflect, and you never know it. Why cripple the animal or scare it off?
And I've seen the shows where they have more open country, and they do take the longer shots. But here, where we're at, I mean, a lot of the woods are more dense. Yeah, I don't know if I could take it at 50. That's just me anyway.
I'm sure I could shoot mine at 50, but I would never take the shot at 50.
It would be, I'd say practice up to it and be prepared for it. But
it would have to be the size of a cow.
So
and in a wide open field.
Okay, so let's do, what is this next one?
Why does my hat look so crooked on this screen?
You've been worried about your damn hat being crooked this whole time. It's
Dude,
fine.
I can't stand it. It's driving me crazy.
2 stabilizers.
I need to get one. I need to get a hat like yours. Oh, nice. I've never heard of that, Mike. And I shouldn't say that. I've heard of one that screws in the other. But I've never heard, I don't know if you have 2 separate or one that screws in the other. That I've heard of. So here's a miss. Watch this.
I didn't see it.
Well,
but again, keep in mind it's me.
So the one thing in that video I really want to stress is the deer duck. So I don't know if you guys seen that, but there was a major deer duck in that video. Watch.
And that's not just a different animal, like a hybrid deer and duck.
Yeah, yeah, nothing bred together.
Yeah.
Right?
I'm trying to see the arrow.
See, I wasn't even worried. Right there. That deer duck, right there. How many of you guys have run into that? Both deer I shot this year. Okay, I have the distance to shoot. Yeah, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Wide open. I mean, if you trust it, I'm not judging it. If you trust it, you do it. I just... So how many of you guys experienced that deer duck? I've experienced that twice this year. Both deer that happened to, I end up crippling. Devastated. But that deer duck is real. That is 100% real. It's terrible.
Now that's not something you can really prep for, or do you think it is? Because if you
Well,
aim,
that's why you shoot to the low side of the body. That's why you shoot for the heart. I was always taught shoot for the heart. If they duck, you catch them in the lungs. So that's what I was taught.
that again, do you think buck fever came into this one for the miss, or do you think it was solely the?
Dude, I'm sure. Did you see the little brow sticking off the front of that thing too? Absolutely. Look right here. There's two brows.
But look how deep it goes when it ducks. Like that's going to be a hard one to because you're aiming here, and already, did you see that?
Yeah, that's monstrous. I'll bet he dropped over a foot.
Yeah, because if I'm aiming here just to go for it, and then
Let your mouse there, Chris. Let your mouse.
There it is. Boom. It's over top.
Right over the top. Yeah.
Right over it. That's how deep this thing went. That's what she said.
Oh God.
But yeah, so you could have aimed perfectly on that, and it just ducked so much that there was nothing you could really do for that one, I'd think. But again, what does everybody else think? What the hell do I know? I'm a moron, you know?
Chris. Let's go to the next clip. I like clips.
No, this is another good one.
There you go. I had him jump the string a few times in the years. Yeah, it's definitely they hear that sound, man. They know. Mm-hmm. I don't know what it is, but they know.
Yeah.
Somebody tell me they didn't just see me try to drink my hand, my cup backwards.
Lord Jesus, I don't think.
Anybody see these new cups got bottle openers on?
Nice 10-pointer duck and arrow at 30 broadside.
Yep, that's what I mean. You can't. That's not something you can compensate for. You take a hard shot and hope they don't duck. I mean, because what if he don't duck and he shoot underneath? Yeah, we do that here.
Yeah, because
it's tough, man. It's tough.
Right. It was over the top when it yeah.
That duck is real, man.
Yeah. And so yeah, you're gonna miss sometimes just because of those unforeseen circumstances. Wow, I think my connection came back pretty decent.
Yeah, it's working good.
What did you do with this one? Okay. I may have to reload this one.
Oh, so there, watch this one. Watch this one. This one's tough. Remember the deer duck? Remember the deer duck? Watch this. Whoop. Dude, that deer duck is real, man. Look, watch this. Deer standing broadside. Put your crosshair there again, Chris. Put your mouse right where he's standing broadside.
I can't. I got to do the scroll.
Oh, okay. Well, here I put my arrow there just for my own. So now, if you would have shot, if you would aimed it, take him back up. I'm going to put my arrow right there. You ready? Go ahead. I would have hit him in the spine if I was aiming at the heart.
Yep. But I think he aimed up here more.
He aimed up here more? Yep, because he's probably at that angle, right? So the angle's different. And boom. Dude, I'm telling you, that deer duck gets more people than most can ever imagine. Haven't had a deer duck a bullet. Okay, you win that one.
Damn right.
Yeah, that's heartbreaking. Isn't that for sure heartbreaking? Yeah, that thing's a beauty.
Yeah. And again, these things happen, but yeah, I think this one is just a case of nerves.
I like watching the videos. They're fun. I like pulling them up and watching them just because they're fun.
Aiming a little too high on it.
So do you think that guy made the same face that other guy made? Oh, no, oh, wow. No, he went from that to Chinese. he changed ethnic and everything when that guy was done. Holy moly.
No. Yeah, this one, I don't know. I might throw the bow out the freaking
yeah,
after this one.
I'm saying I'm going to cry is what's going to happen.
Yeah. Just go home. Don't talk to me.
Yeah.
How did it go? Shut up. Don't talk to me. This is one where we're not going to
How
talk
about one of them moments where you're going to wrap the bow or gun around a tree? You ever have one of those? Because I've had those.
Yeah. I think you had like 7 this year.
Oh, dude, I've had some bad ones this year. So, what do we got? What other videos we got? I know we got some more there.
Yeah. Let's do this one next. I didn't get to see this one.
I love the videos. I love them. Oh, this is a rifle shot, guys. I watch. You guys talk about, we just read about sighting in your gun and being prepared or buck fever. Watch this. I don't know if you guys can see that, but he shoots it right into the ground.
Oh, wow.
And at the back end. I don't know if you noticed that, but it's
I was
even
going to say that. Yeah.
it's even at the back of the feet. So the hashtag on that video says I should have sighted my gun in first. I'm assuming this guy went into the woods without sighting his gun in.
You see it? There's the
Yeah. Oh, dude, it's not even near it. It's right near the butt of the deer in the back leg. That's terrible. Boom. That's a tough dude. I don't even know if I tell anybody. I think I would have deleted that video. As hunters, why do we compensate for deer duck?
No, why do we not?
Well, in my opinion, so if we shoot for the heart and the deer ducks, most time the deer doesn't duck 18 inches, but it does happen, right? So your standard deer ducks 6 to 8 inches at most. So if you shoot for the heart, which inch or two up above, and the deer ducks, you end up hitting still in the top of the vitals, catching the lungs, right? That's the goal and theory in it. If we compensate for deer duck and the deer doesn't duck, the issue happens that you now shot under the deer and didn't get the deer. So I think that's why a lot of us don't compensate. But I think that's a great question. I'd like to hear other people's advice on that.
I think a lot of people don't do it either because of a lack of, just experience. Yeah. Tell me about it. Yeah, unfortunately, that is true.
That is absolutely true. Absolutely true.
I might recommend, and again, take it for what it's worth. Do you remember the 3D archery shoots? Not the ones where they have the still targets, because that's what I think a lot of it is. People are used to shooting at a still target, and that can, you get used to, this is where I'm going to put this shot, but it's not moving. But if they do that 3D target where it's on the screen, and
Techno hunt.
That's what it was called. Yes, the techno hunt is actually something that can really help because it's actually moving, and it'll show you where you shot and everything else.
And they actually have the visualized deer ducks and all that on their pages.
Mm-hmm. Again, my old standby, dynamite. It's hard to, I don't care how much they duck. If you throw a stick of dynamite at them, you're gonna get. I mean, it's already hamburger. It saves a lot of the butchering process, is what I'm getting at here.
So Joliet Firefighter, I agree with you. I'm shooting at the bottom of the heart, but I also, now, if you're a ground hunter, that's phenomenal. If you are a tree stand hunter, it doesn't work that. You shoot at the bottom of the heart, you're actually never going to hit the heart if you aim in that spot. You're going to have to aim up. So it changes, your angle changes, which changes, trajectory of the arrow as it comes out to a deer duck. So I think that also depends on if you're hunting from a tree stand or a ground blind. Ground blind, I'm 100% with you. On a tree stand, you got to shoot higher because just at the angle alone from the, the arrow, the broadhead cutting through.
And again, I had it already. The broadhead does not deploy. So, I mean, that's not technically a miss, but it's... Okay, monster missed by bow hunter. Let me turn that off just because of the noise. Oh, wait. Didn't we see that one?
Yeah, we just watched this
one. Okay. Sorry. I got a bunch.
Yeah, you're good. You're good. You just like that buck so much, you had to see it again.
Hey, wouldn't you?
Yeah, but in real life. I don't know why the way my season went. I probably shouldn't.
Fat guys can't climb trees. Damn right.
I agree, but fat guys can put up ladder stands. Just saying. Oh, here we go. Here we go. They're
Yeah, the
on it.
dogs seem good.
They're
Yeah.
on it. They're on it. They're on it.
You don't miss that one. You can't miss that one. Come on, don't miss that. Oh, there it goes.
One shell.
There it
Two
goes. Nope,
shell.
behind it.
Dude, they're semi-automatics.
Oh my God, 2 guys doing that. No,
That's an over and under, and the other one's a semi. Look. I knew it was a semi by the way it was shooting out.
whoops.
By the way
Yeah.
it was shooting out shells.
At this point, I'll give you my address. You can send me your gun. Yeah, you can't miss that one because the dogs already have you ready for it. Unless it's your first time, I guess.
I don't know, man. I've missed. I can't, Chris.
I know. I've seen the video.
I can't say anything, man. I'd be the wrong judge. God's the only judge, not me. I've missed. I've missed on shots I should have never. Then I've made it on shots I never thought I would. You know what I mean?
I mean, we're still gonna make fun of them. Don't get me wrong.
I appreciate that.
It was nice. That was nice. That's what I thought too. I think it's only like what 10, 12 yards tops from those guys. That was nice.
But now that comes down to also patterning your gun because at 10 yards. So let's face facts at 10 yards. Okay. If you have a tight pattern, you're like shooting a rifle at that bird because he's only at 10 yards.
But like he's saying here, they also did the stutter step. They pulled it, shot, stopped, and then tried to follow it.
Oh no, I agree, but I'm saying, that's a big partake in it as well.
Yeah.
Because if you're shooting a shot this round, so you're shooting say improved cylinder, right, or modified, and your shot's tighter. So you want a wider pattern at 10 yards. Even a pattern this big at 10 yards is only like this big. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's that rabbit I shot laying in the grass last year. About took his whole head off.
Speaking of,
Uh-oh.
yeah.
Oh,
I shouldn't have laughed.
oh, bro, it's still standing there.
I gotta blow that one up.
Did they shoot again? You watch this video. I didn't watch this one.
I didn't see the whole thing. I just but it's still that's just funny every time.
Whatever that buck is eating after that shot, I want some.
I know.
They missed again.
Yeah. So here, yep. You can actually see the rabbit coming up through. Boom. There it goes. See it do a backflip.
Dude, do you realize that shot is... Ay. Yeah. Dude, look at that rabbit flipping through the air.
And then it just stands there until...
Yeah, he didn't stick around for the next one.
No. So why'd they miss? Why'd they miss this one?
I'm going to say their gun wasn't sighted in. I don't know, man. It could have been buck fever. It could have been too far of a shot. Some of these guys take 500-yard shots, and they're only good at 200. I mean, I don't... I think it's a matter of...
The fact that it stayed there tells me they were not close.
You got to know... You got to know your weapon. You got to know yourself.
And I don't mean they weren't close as in they just missed, by a lot. I mean, they are not physically close to this thing where it would easily hear the shot. They can't have been.
Can't have been. Okay, you did say can't have been, right?
Yeah, that's proper.
Couldn't have been. I'm just going to point out you make fun of my spelling, so you can have been.
I'll let you choke on D's.
I think I'm more in shock that Buck stood there for a second round.
Yeah. And then when they shoot again, that's when it hears, and then it's like, no, I'm out of it. Because both times it was, and
Both times they hit the same spot.
Yeah. So, I mean, there's scopes on as far as how badly off it is.
That's terrible. So you're gun over 300. Yeah, that's another thing. I agree. That's what I said. It's all knowing your weapon. 22 250, that'll shoot flat up to about 300 yards. But now you start changing that and that gets it's knowing your weapon, man. Everybody's weapon's different. Everybody's distance is different. Everybody's shot's different. It's hard because I could sit and give you 100 things, but I mean, I watched a guy the other night shoot a coyote in a full tilt run at 341 yards.
Yeah.
Right in the air. Was it luck? Of course it was. But he was aiming at his head. I mean, he was aiming in front of him when he shot. So that tells me his gun's still shooting flat at 341, right? I mean,
I don't know if I could take that shot.
Oh, dude, you learn to shoot. You learn to shoot at night when they're running. If you don't get a shot, it just is what it is. Hit or miss, you're shooting.
Whoop, I got to turn the volumes off on these. I hate that I have to, but I gotta. So I'm hoping it shows the puff where it hits.
Oh, this is muley, right? Yeah.
I mean, you got a good shot on it. You know what I mean? You
Broadside, looks like he's far, but he's broadside.
Right. You just got to get it to pause.
Look like he might be about 300 yards.
But right there, you can take that. Where does it hit, though?
I won't lie to you, I took that already.
Yeah. Now you should have taken it when it was already paused. Take it. Oh my God. Did you see where that hit?
Bro, that was like 20 yards in front of the deer.
Did he drop the gun when he shot?
Oh, dude, that was tough.
And it gives you more tries at it?
Oh my God, I shoot again.
Same deal. Now, at that point, it would tell me that I know my scope's off, so I would auto adjust for it. But
he's going again. He's going again.
You missed. I can't tell. I can't tell. Tripod jumped. I jumped.
That's the other thing. I've never used a tripod. I've never had to.
Aim high. Aim high.
Low.
No.
You're low. Aim high. Real high. Way low. Yeah. You gotta be freaking kidding me.
Aim 2 foot high.
Easy. Yeah.
4 foot low. Crank your turrets up a little bit. He's walking.
Yeah, I've never had to use a tripod for a shot like, because I've never had to shoot this far. It's going to be right here. Watch.
2 foot over its back. 2 foot over its back. Come on, buddy.
Think? Is that what you're calling? I'm calling under. You're calling over?
No, I want him to aim 2 foot over his back. It's going to hit low.
Now, here's the thing. Would you take any shot like this with the
nah.
With the
Your chance of hitting that pole or that fence is
apparently not for him. He'll never hit
it. Dude, that's a kid shooting. You can't say that.
Huh?
That's a kid shooting. You can't say
No,
that.
it isn't. He was like 30, wasn't he?
It looked like a young kid.
Nah. I think you're on crack.
Oh, he did shoot there.
Yeah.
Dude, you must keep aiming at the heart.
Oh, crap.
That's not a young kid, is it?
I think so.
Oh, crap.
But yeah,
How many shots is that?
5 it says.
Freaky gun shooting 10 foot low. Yeah. I aimed 4 foot over his back.
He says he aimed 4 foot over the back.
I ain't cut.
Wow.
Mm-mm-mm.
Dude, that's tough. I feel bad for the guy, honestly. Yep, that comes down to your gun being sighted in for the correct distance you plan on shooting. And that's
Yeah.
tough. Honestly, that's tough. Like, I sight my guns in at 100 yards, shooting the top of the bullseye. I just want to break the bullseye. Because if I got to shoot 200 with the gun on, but it's tough. Like, it's really tough. Thanks, John.
Yeah.
Thanks, John. I appreciate it. But yeah, it's tough because you can do that. But in the end of the, at the end of it, you don't know the scenario you're going to get. Funny hunting bloopers, missed shot comp. Oh, no.
And I know we all have these. Hell, like I said, I've missed a ton myself. We're all gonna miss. But at the same time, I like watching these kind of things because it's like, well, why did they miss so that I can help improve myself? Yes, we're gonna laugh at some of them, like shooting 50 yards, below them. Sure, we're gonna check it. Yeah, that's what I was wondering too. Was the bullet too heavy? Like, did he sight the gun in using one grain, and then hunt using another one?
And that's a possibility, but you think that they would have been prepared for, unless they forgot unless they forgot their bullets at home and it was the only ones the store had. I mean, I don't know. You don't know their situation.
No, but I mean, again, I'm still gonna make fun of people.
But yeah, true.
I'm not watching the whole. "46 yards," it said. I think you've had the. I didn't even see where it went.
No, I have my straight up full. I'm on a 32-inch TV and I couldn't see where the arrow went.
Yeah, we're watching where they are. We get where they are. No, you can't see where it went. They didn't care.
But again, 42 yards. These guys are making faces and pissed off, but they're shooting 42 yards. I just can't get it.
Yeah. That's a nice one right there.
Whack.
Yep. You don't need to mint that. What in the heck?
Shot right under it. So I have to ask this. Why would you mint the deer when the deer is already broadside standing there?
I was just going to ask that. I was going to pause it here, ask that. Why would you do something like that? You're just giving your position away.
How many of you guys would do that?
Yeah. I mean, maybe I'm wrong, and it's like...
I'm not making fun of the guy. Like, how many guys would do that? I wouldn't do that. That deer just gave him a perfect shot long before Matt. He shot right under that, dude. It looks like the knock might have hit the...
That branch right here. I think that's what happened.
Yeah, he was too low, though, either way. Watch, he shot right in the hole between the leg and the...
Yeah.
No matter what happens, he was too low.
I guess I just rushed the shot. Shot low. Hit her in that dead zone under the heart. Like just nicked the bottom of her. I just went down, checked. There's a little bit of hair on the ground, but she walked off. She looked fine. Obviously, I'm going to give it a much more thorough.
Look at him, fellas. Get you a Lamburger, some French fries. How about a Weineken? You little sissy boy.
Holding it well enough.
Ooh, that was really low. Some of that's just taking too. I think some of that's taking too far of a shot. Now I can't tell how far that there is, but
as small as it is, like in the video, it's like you could almost barely see it, and it's dark. It's getting dark. Yeah. Yeah, on that last one, I thought the same thing. I could have sworn on that last one the branch it hit the branch.
play that again. They said it's a branch shot.
Let me go back to it. It's right here. So
No, I think they're talking about this one.
no, I think they were on the other one.
See, that didn't hit a branch.
You don't think?
I don't think that one did. Let's try this one.
All right, let me go back to this one. Give me 1 second. Sorry. I mean, it's a nice.
Oh. Usually, if they hit a branch, your arrow flicks up or sideways. Or I hope you saved me some.
He's not eating any jerky right there.
Yeah, he's not. That's gone. Yeah. Let's. Oh. Oh, what was that? A coyote?
Huh. That's.
Is that a coyote? Is that what that was?
Couldn't tell.
Shot right over the top. Pretty sure that's what that is. Or a fox. Shot right over the top of it.
Yeah. Nice.
Oh, I appreciate that. I need some jerky. I ain't got no deer this year. I need all help I can get. Worst year of my life. Ever.
This was close enough.
Say, this one looks like it should be a good shot. Bait this at that branch.
What in the?
Oh.
What is going on there?
A deer got hit by a car or something.
Yeah. Well, I would not take that shot right here. That one was too.
Well, okay. So to be honest, if that deer was crippled like that, I would take a terrible shot. I would try to put it out of its misery.
No, I would not take this one. Just give it a second to get in the clearing and give it hell. Yeah, definitely wrong pin on that last one.
Hit him in the neck. Hit him high in the neck.
What a shame.
No, God!
Honestly, though, Chris, that deer's going to die anyway.
Please, no!
Well, yeah, but
No!
I would have took my chances. I ain't going to lie to you. I'd have shot for the neck on that one.
really?
Yeah, I would have. Matter of fact, I'd have shot him right in the head if I had the opportunity. Just try to put him out of his misery because he was suffering. If you want me to be honest.
This one, I wonder if the
here,
sun wasn't in the eyes on that one.
Oh, that's a nice buck.
I'm on him.
Yeah, you're on him.
Wow, he was way in front.
Yeah.
Dude, I wish I had that many opportunities these guys have.
I couldn't see if the bow's not shaking. So the bow was steady. It's just
I'll bet money he bent down to try to shoot under that limb.
under the limb. Yep. That's
Should
what I
have
was-
waited. Should have
Plus you got
waited. I would have
the
never shot at that. I would have waited.
You got the sun in your eyes there. You got that
He
awkward angle.
rushed that. He should have waited. My God, is this same?
He was probably, what, 45, you said?
Yeah, that sucker didn't even hit him.
You blew it!
Sorry, I like the reactions. Oh, this is prime.
Okay, that did not just happen. Okay, that did.
I don't know what happened. What happened?
He didn't shoot. It busted him.
Oh, he was playing around with the thing over here on the side.
You can see over here he moved and the deer caught him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, that did not just happen.
Bummer.
And he tried every man to try to make up for it. Oh, I missed that.
Where did that hit?
Man, that one was a bummer.
Underneath.
Huh.
Is that a coyote?
Erroneous.
Man, they see a lot of coyotes where they're at.
Yeah.
We got 3 hours of daylight. We're gonna keep deer hunting.
Must just be light enough. Oh, yeah, look at that.
Front one.
Over the top.
I think you went over it.
Hit her right in the spine.
Yep. I was gonna say you saw it wobble.
He didn't miss. You could see the hair fly. He hit her right in the spine.
Now, do you think it was a nervous and rushed shot, or why do you think he missed on that one?
It's hard to say. I think it looks like some of these guys are just shooting way too doggone far. If you shoot 40, 50 yards with a bow and you move this far, it turns into that far. You know what I mean?
Right. I don't think this one was too far. You know? This one doesn't look too far anyway from the video.
He
But-
hit it. I mean, he hit it. He just hit it high.
Sure looks like it.
You blew it!
You want to wait and see if the buck's come? There's a giant green knot.
Drinking. But anyway, I don't know if you realized we're at an hour and 10.
Wow, no, I didn't. I didn't even realize it.
Yeah. But on that last one, honestly, I think he just rushed it.
So, guys, do me a favor. Message us on here. Tell us what you want to see more of. What is it you want to see? What is it you want to talk about? We'll find videos. We'll pull them apart. We'll rip them apart. We can just have a laughing session, make fun of people shooting. I don't care one way or the other. I don't want to be that guy, but I will if that's what he's want.
I want us to do it too. I wish I had my miss videos. I wish I did.
So I have a video. Chris and I just got to get time to get together. We're going to put together and release on our season, and my season was horrible. So
Oh, I thought you meant sexy love time videos.
no, those videos are gone. I burned those. I didn't want to get busted, but but no, we do have a video we're going to put together. Matter of fact, I have a miss video I started putting together with my bow brave blowing up. I need a couple clips in the middle, and I'll put that together. So I had an opportunity to kill 2 nice buck this year. On one of them, my bow blew up, and the other one I crippled. It was
Did you ever
bad.
get the bow fixed?
Yeah, I remember I bought another bow just to keep going.
Right.
And then with the other bow, I crippled the buck. So I bought the same bow. I'm just so disgusted over it all yet. So we are going to throw a video together just showing you some of that. So we're going to call it something like bloopers like they did and just have some fun with it. But that'll be coming out. I'm also going to put a video out of the bow blowing up, and I'll put a video out of my miss in separate videos as well. So you can just watch them, kind of more of what it was and inside of it. But that's all we got. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope that you guys, like I said, I hope you guys comment below and tell us what you're after, what you want. And, we want to keep building more viewers each week. And we apologize. We went an hour 10. We really didn't know we did it. So
I do have one more. Wow.
oh, we got one more video. All right, one more video before we go.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. I was having a bunch of fun too, just yakking and carrying. I got to show it. I'm sorry. God bless y'all. If you have to go,
Gun and tree stand safety.
Yep. But I got to share it.
Is this your mess?
Nope. There it was.
Oh, that was that Delia shot.
Yep.
You can hear the excitement in that. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. You guys with an awesome show. I appreciate you guys watching. I appreciate your time. Guys, if you could do us a favor, if you're not already liked and subscribed to all our stuff, but if you could send it to your friends, maybe get some of your friends involved, we'd super appreciate it.
Yeah. It'd really mean a lot.
It mean a lot to us. We're really trying to grow, and we have grown. I mean, we've definitely gone up over 1,000 in the last year. So it's huge. YouTube is still a struggle for us, but we're working on that one. And last thing I got for you guys is Christmas is coming. Get your BSO cups while you can. And don't forget your Gone Hunting board game. And don't forget to check out Matthew Bladeworks. Guys, have a great night. God bless. See you later. We're out of here.